No, so why don't you pay with us?
No, you can donate.
He's how much he does.
We need that extra $20. Right?
And you're on, sir.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Zestyortesty podcast. With me, as always, is Zesty.
¿Qué pasó?
I am Testy, and ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend is here. Shaku. History is being made today.
You know, we've been talking about it for the last 3 weeks.
Yes, we
Shaku
have.
will be here. Shaku will be here.
Yeah.
I even nicknamed you Shaku
Shaquille
O'Neal.
Yes, I remember. I saw that one.
He's finally here. America,
And
or whoever's listening.
He's not an imaginary friend. He's a real dude.
I'm honored to be here. I was listening to your last podcast about beans and chili. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, before we get to that, are we not doing a toast today?
Oh,
okay.
What
we
happened
always
to our
start the podcast off with a toast. If you are at home, please fill an alcoholic beverage up and toast with us. If you are in the car, please lift up your coffee as we toast. Some ships are made of wood, but those ships may sink. The best ships are friendships, and to that ship we drink.
Yeah, right.
Salute.
Salute, everyone.
All right.
By the way,
So-
we're going back to Palomas today.
Oh, it's
Okay.
hot as fuck. Today is definitely a Paloma day.
And I know I asked what is in a Paloma earlier, right? Before we started. So
It's what's in there. No, I'm just kidding. So,
It's tequila.
it's tequila.
Okay.
But the way you make it, at least that's the way I was taught, right? I don't like this BS where it's like, oh, let's do a strawberry coconut Paloma. Bullshit. Straight Paloma. You take some lime, pour it over some just ice cubes.
Yeah.
Put some salt in there. Put some tequila, and then you mix it.
Yeah.
In Spanish, it's what they call curando el tequila, right?
Curing the tequila?
Yeah, it's like curing the tequila, right? And you can tell when you put the tequila into the glass and you stir it, it gets a different smell, right?
Oh,
to
okay.
it, yeah. It like the smell changes.
So it's sort of like you infuse it.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Okay.
And then once you do that, once you've got it all stirred, then you just pour the squirt, and that's it. Then you just squirt in it.
Oh, that's right.
For the
it's
squirt. Squirt soda pop?
grapefruit. Yeah, squirt soda. pop.
Okay,
Grapefruit
okay,
soda.
okay.
I like the Fresca. I can't even find squirt. Where the fuck?
H-E-B, dude.
Okay, man.
All you have to do is look. Open
But you
that fucking
remember,
eyes.
he lives outside of 1604. They might not have squirt out there.
yeah.
No,
Yes,
we have the high class Fresca.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's your fault. Actually, if you live outside
Put the
of
same
16,
HEB,
if you
motherfucker.
live outside 1604, dude, you live where in what they call like Sonterrey, where all the Chilangos live. Most of the people that come and visit San Antonio and own homes from Mexico
It's outside of 16.
is outside 1604. So
I see the
don't
plates.
bullshit me, dude. I know you have Fresca. I mean, scored on your HEB,
I
and
see-
it's my damn HEB too.
I know we go to the same HEB. I see the damn place. I'm like, fucking, what cartel is this motherfucker from? Then?
Ain't that the
Hi, as you see, I'm glad you're here.
It's what you call the legal cartel. They're politicians, probably.
Yeah.
Or business folks. So that's why I said it's a legal cartel.
Yeah, they get their.
Yeah, they get their money from the illegal cartel. So they
To
look the other way.
Grease the wheels,
Yes,
man.
that's it. You got to do what you got to do, I guess. I don't know.
So, with that, let's go back to your first question. Let's talk about.
Beans and chili.
All right.
You about to start a
What's your-
fight?
No.
He's about to.
What? So what do you think? Do you like beans in your chili?
Absolutely.
What about you? Do you like beans in your chili?
Not only does it have to be beans, like you said last week, it's got to be the kidney beans, the pinto beans, and the black beans.
So you 3 beans.
3 beans.
So when I was watching, right, the Food Network,
That's your problem.
I know,
the Food Network.
I know, right? That Zimmer guy gets me. So I was looking at it, and in Cincinnati, they said you don't put beans in chili.
Because they're idiots.
Cincinnati.
No,
It's like that old Pace Picani commercial where it's like, he's from New York City.
Get a
New
rope.
York City.
Get a rope. But so that's why I was saying, and I love chili dogs, right? Those are my favorite.
All right.
And there is beans in the chili, but
Of
I buy
course.
Wolf Brand chili. So
Yeah.
There
I'm
you go.
sorry.
I'm really sorry.
yeah,
I mean, Wolf Brand is not bad. I mean, I eat
like
that
Wolf
too.
Brand.
I like making good chili. You know?
but I'm not a good cook, so
Oh, well.
there you go.
But even
Next
if
time
you
I make
go,
chili, I'll call you.
if you
All
go to
right.
the bean section, there's a can that says chili beans, and it's got
There
those
is.
3 beans in there to add to your
You go
bean.
to the food section because every time I go to your house, you come back with all these fancy beers. I don't know which HEB you go to. I think you go to that one on Broadway.
Gucci beef.
Yeah, so yeah.
You're a Gucci beef.
So you go to his house and none of his beers are ever American. And I'm like,
Dude, Modelo.
that's
What's wrong
Mexican.
with it? Yeah.
What?
He just said not American.
I know,
Modelo is the best-selling beer in America
I'm not
now.
saying it isn't.
but it is not American beer. But you're from the Valley, and a lot of people don't know. So in the Valley, right, it's majority Hispanic. So believe it or not, Ben is from the Valley.
Yeah.
I couldn't
San
believe it.
Benito?
No, McAllen, where the
McAllen.
Fresas live.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
That's where the
He's a snobby Mexican.
yes. I'm telling you, why do you
The
think he
snobby
lives off of?
Mexican.
Why do you think he lives off of
He
1604?
lives outside 1604. That makes sense.
Yes, McAllen is where the money is in the Valley.
It really is.
So,
Did you go to Sherryland?
no, I went to PSJ North.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was pretty rough.
It wasn't that bad. It was the first year. We
really?
got to choose the colors of the school. We
Really?
got to choose the symbol of the school.
So what's the colors?
Black and silver, Raiders.
What's the mascot?
The Raiders.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the Raiders?
They wanted to make us the Hurricanes because in the valley,
Because
I
there's a lot
survived
of
3
hurricanes?
hurricanes living in the
Yes.
valley in my childhood. Those were fun times anyway. But we had like a student movement where like we get to vote and everybody's voting go Raiders black and silver. So like even the bullies were walking around, gonna fucking vote Raiders, right? Like, okay, yes sir, we're gonna go Raiders black and silver. So we voted Raiders black and silver, and so they changed it from like the Raider, the guy with the football helmet and the swords behind him, and they made him like, you know,
The good Raider.
like on a horse with like the little
Almost like a
bandana.
conquistador,
Yeah, like
like-
a conquistador. Yeah.
And where are you
It's still
from?
pretty good.
Knight in shining armor.
I know.
Exactly.
Are you from San Antonio?
I am not. I'm actually from Laredo,
Okay.
or also known as the devil's asshole, the devil's armpit. It's fucking hot. Where are you from,
heat-wise.
Shaku?
Originally from Houston, but I grew up here.
Okay, well, welcome.
Yeah. Oh.
How long have you been here?
I've been here all my life, right? But before, we always laugh because whenever it was like Christmas, anytime there was more than 3 days out of school, my mom would put me and my cousins on the Greyhound, and we were there. We would go so much. My uncle, one of my uncles, he worked at a place called Allquip, kind of like in a United Rental where you rent like machines and everything, and the bus would pass by there. So eventually, they would just literally stop right there. We would get off and we would wait for my uncle to get off work. We'd be playing on the little tractors and the
nice,
lawnmowers,
man.
and then he would take us to our grandmother's house.
So the bus created a stop for you
Just
because
for
you
our
rode
family.
so many times.
We would get on that bus with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, man. And
Nice.
That's when he realized he was special.
nah, man, we were all special shoes. Either that or the bus driver was just ready to get rid of us.
I think
Get off
that's
the
what
goddamn
it was.
bus.
I'm gonna go with that one.
You're leaving jelly fingerprints all over my windows. I gotta clean this at the end of the shift.
Shaku was sitting here.
Oh man, it was me. I have a.
That's my uncle's place.
It was like it was 6 of us, right? It was me and my sisters and brothers, so it's 5 of us, and then it was my cousin who's my age. Yeah, so it was 6 of us, and we'll be on that bus, man, and we would wait for my uncle to get off, and he would drop us off at my grandmother's house. That's back when you could ride in the back of a pickup truck too.
Oh, those were the good old
Yeah,
days, man.
so I mean, you know, it was.
You know, I
good.
just came across a video and it said, you know, you had a fun childhood, right? And it showed like these 8 kids, man,
Yeah.
on the bed of a pickup truck.
I'm telling you that. Was,
And
That's how I got this car.
yeah, I mean, if you
you didn't
didn't
jump before they stopped.
We were at South Padre Island spring break '98, and we were
Wow.
cruising.
it's off to a good start.
I know, right?
Cruising up and down the strip, and my fucking friend's an idiot. He's driving the truck, and like
This was last year.
I know, right? We're all in our
It
fucking
was during
walkers. Spring break, let's go. No, anyway, 98. So every time the traffic moves forward a little bit, this motherfucker slams on the gas and then slams on the brake. Slams on the gas, slams on the brake. So we're like in the bag, like being drunk, being idiots, and my cap flies off. I'm like, fuck, my cap. And I throw one leg over the side, and the traffic moves forward just a little bit. So he slams on the gas, slams on the brake, and I go, whoom, and I land like right here. Blam! Right here. So it's just like a scar. You can you see it?
So what did everyone say though when it happened, like the traffic?
I don't know.
Hey, the funny thing is, he got his car from landing on sand.
No, it was a fucking asphalt.
It's a fucking
bitch.
beast thing. That's what it was.
We were not that goddamn
he
sand.
couldn't move fast enough to kill a wasp nest.
They picked me up, threw me in the back of the truck, took me where the cause they had like a little first aid station, so they fucking put like gauze
You
on.
did all that for a little cut on your eye.
I landed fucking skull first on the asphalt.
You were at the beach, man. It was sand.
I know.
It's not making any sense.
Asphalt.
Were you like
It's not
on the,
adding up, man.
Were you on the bridge?
What are you
like
calling
going
it,
across
asphalt?
Port Isabel or?
Do you know the main? Y'all have never been to South Padre?
I'm telling you, right?
Oh,
So were you
South
on the bridge,
Padre.
or were you already in South Padre?
We were in South Padre.
And on that main
on the
one,
main
what's that
strip.
restaurant called right there?
Dirty Owls?
No, it's that restaurant. It's like a steakhouse or something. Supposed to be really good.
Fuck, I don't know.
But that's where you were, so you're on the main drag.
Yeah.
Because you know, like once you cross the bridge, right?
Yeah.
You really to
You
the
cross
right
the
now
bridge.
is what Slitterbond, right?
I guess, but you turn left.
So you have to turn left,
You have to turn left. That's the main drag.
and that's where you were.
You got all the businesses and all the bars there, and then you keep driving down. That's out the jetties, and then you go park on the beach. There.
Yeah.
So you were on the beach when you fell.
No, we were on the fucking main drag, on the fucking asphalt.
Eventually, he's gonna fall for it.
I know, right? One day, right? Come on, man.
So anyway, so the bee sting. Let's go back to that. So it wasn't a bee sting.
So anyway, Shaku, how young were you when you moved from Houston to San Antonio?
Ah, man, we were really young, right? Because my aunts and stuff, they were teachers, and they did not want to teach in Houston Independent School District. And one of my aunts already lived here, and she worked for San Antonio Independent School District.
Shout out.
Yes, that's it. So she went. So they applied, and they all worked. So when I was in elementary school, one of my aunts was a librarian, one of my aunts was a third grade teacher, and one of my aunts was a PE teacher.
Nice.
So if you got in trouble, you got your ass whooped 4 times
Yeah,
before you even got home.
the principal
The
and
principal
your 3
got
relatives.
you, then my 3 aunts got you, and then you got home, my mom, your mom will get you. So that was different, man. But that's back when the teachers could literally.
Thank you.
And so I worked for SSD. Now when I went back to my elementary school, which is Gates, and it was kind of cool because my first grade classroom, I took a picture, and the water fountain is still the same, like those big white ceramic water fountains.
Oh, yeah.
It's still there, man. I was
Nice.
like, and it's still operational. I was like, wow.
Except something happened to them because they got a lot smaller.
They look lower, man. I'll tell you that much. They look real lower. But so that's and then so that's why we've been to San Antonio a long time. But they would literally put us on that bus, man. And get out of here, ship us off. Like
You just mentioned something that it's hilarious, and I think you and I were talking about this. You grew up, it sounds like, at a time where you got in trouble for getting in trouble at school.
yes,
Yeah.
sir.
But it was okay, because I remember I went to private school growing up.
And he talks about you.
I know, right?
Up until 6th grade, I was in private school.
Where'd you go?
And at St. Peter's.
Oh, in Laredo.
Yeah, St. Peter's in Laredo, and I remember getting in trouble. And I remember our principal, which was our mother superior, if you want to call her that, right? Mm-hmm. She whacked me on the hands. She made me put on my hands. Mm-hmm. She took a ruler and slapped my hands. Now, she didn't slap my hand with the ruler facing down. It was facing sideways. So with the
So you
edge,
got the
right?
edge.
So
God
man,
damn.
if she would whack you right here,
Did you
right
get
on
that with the metal? So you remember it was 2 edges. It was the wooden
it was
edge,
the wooden
and
and then the
one
metal
with
one.
the metal one.
So with the metal one, when they hit you right on the little bone, where you, oh dude, it hurt.
Oh.
But here's the deal.
Yeah,
She called my mom,
yeah,
and she told my mom what she had done.
yeah,
And my mom said, if you ever misbehaves again, you have my permission to do it again.
yeah.
And then I got home, and I got it again.
Whipped your ass, yeah.
I'm like, but this time it was with a belt. So I'm not sure which one's worse.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, my mom whipping me with a belt was like dead man walking. All right? Because, it's like, you're walking to your death.
The green mile.
Right? Yeah, exactly. It's like, dead man walking. You're walking to your death. That was me. My mom would tell me, she's like,
Go get my belt.
go get your belt.
Yeah.
So I would have to go get my own belt
To
bring it back to her, hand it to her,
Yeah.
so she can whoop my ass.
Yeah.
I mean, that's dead man walking.
That is.
And one time, I decided to rebel, and I told her, I said,
You caught the belt. Don't tell me.
"Oh no, no, no! I did more than that.
So
Before
much
she
worse.
even started, I told her, I said, "You hit me, I'm gonna call the police."
Ah.
Did she give you that famous line?
Well, I don't know what the famous line is, but you tell me if this is it. All she said was, "Go ahead and call the police right now. It'll take them about 30 minutes to get here. You're mine the next 30 minutes."
Yes, that's the famous line. My mom would
And
say,
I was like, no. And I just put the phone back, and I got the whooping.
my mom would
on my
say,
life.
"Why they don't know? Until they get here, I'm gonna whoop your ass." I'm like, wow.
That's what my mom told me. She said it in Spanish.
Yeah.
She's like, ándale, habla de la policía. Vamos a ver qué pasa los próximos 30 minutos, am I?
That's 30 minutes of an ass whooping. I'll take this 5 minutes.
I'm like, that's when you want to tell the lady that answers back in the day. I don't even know whether it was 911, but I remember the lady. So just thinking to myself, how would this go? Número equivocado, gracias. It's like, wrong number, dude.
Yeah, all right.
It's scary. Anyway.
Did Did you get spankings?
So I only got spanked by hand. Like nobody ever got a belt, and like with me, my dad would like just fucking bend me over and just like spank with his hand.
White.
I was
know,
gonna
that's-
say right at the.
White man's world.
But I
Yeah.
did get spanked in the principal's office with the fucking.
You didn't get the paddle?
Yeah,
You did or you did not?
I did get the paddle.
You're
So-
a bad kid.
I wasn't a bad kid, but I was like the only white kid. So like anytime a group of kids did something, like
Now you
there
know
was
how-
a white kid was there,
Now you know how we feel.
and like
every day. Every day.
yeah, they're like, I don't know who the other kids were, but I know the white kid was there, and like Ben
So
come to
you're
the
like a little.
office.
You're like a little white speck.
Yeah, I was the little white speck, and like fucking, so the little white speck would have to go to the office, and I get a fucking the paddle had like holes drilled in it for
Where you could hear
fucking
whoosh
Aerodynamics.
yeah, with the
Yes.
aerodynamics, you go whoosh, pap, pap, and when I just go back to class, I just take it, and then
Yeah.
you know my mom would be mad, and she'd say, "Wait till your dad gets home," and then
Your dad would
your
give it
dad
to
would
you.
get home,
Shit.
and you get the.
Did he
spanking
have
by
like rough
hand.
hands?
No, I mean he was an electrician. He
He should have shot you.
get this car battery.
Kind of like every fair in Mexico where they do. Did you guys?
Oh,
do that?
you hold
you
it,
gotta
hold
hold
it,
the
you gotta
little
hold
thing,
on.
Yeah, and the guy's got a car battery.
Yeah.
And he's
So,
just,
See how long you can hold on to
yeah,
it.
and he's just kind of moving the little switch.
yeah,
And like, like,
yeah.
hey, that shit's gonna kill your brain cells. Yeah, but only the weak
I know.
ones.
But I'm. That's how evolution works, baby.
Weeding out the weak
That's
ones.
how evolution works.
Survival of the fittest. Only that. You know, I learned that from a couple of buddies in college, big pot smokers. They talked about and they talked about how they used to smoke all the freaking time when they were in high school.
Now
But
they're
one
principals
of
now.
them's an attorney now, and the other guy's like some kind of marine biologist, astronomer. I don't know what the
The
hell.
other
he
guy's a
is.
pharmacist.
You think about it though, right? In order to come up with these ideas that they come up with about the world, you have to be high.
Yeah,
Because you know when you're high, you ask dumb questions to yourself, right? Really and truly, right? Like that one commercial when the guy goes, "Why can't I wear white after Labor Day?" Like
you know, there's something in that Twizzler.
yeah, you know it's not
He's
a
got
Twizzler. That's probably
gummies.
dipped in something. Yes, it's probably edibles.
edibles,
Yeah.
edible Twizzlers.
Down from Colorado.
Hey, there's an idea. If you're listening to whoever makes Twizzlers,
Oh, it's
Oh, here we go.
edibles.
Here we go.
Because
Edible
it's-
Twizzlers.
Yeah, edibles. I
Okay.
mean, go to CBD shop, get
I
yourself
know
some
they're
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers, right? They're Rizzy Twizzlers.
It's like, hey man.
Twizzlers. Get you twisted.
Get you twisted,
There
baby.
you go.
But you see, there's some truth too. They do kill brain cells, but only the weak ones.
Okay.
To your point, survival.
So I really want to know why you don't play poker with us.
Well, so I mentioned it already. I suck at poker, which would be why you guys would welcome me.
Of course, with open arms.
Absolutely.
I mean, shit,
but,
so does Bob, but he shows up.
Shout out to Bob. Thanks for donating.
But,
Bob
No,
usually wins.
Bob
Bob
won.
usually
Thanks for
Bob won the
donating.
last time.
That's how you guys would feel about me. That's why it's not
But
happening.
Bob won the last time. Right? He beat
Yeah,
me.
he's been
was
he's
just
won a
a-
lot of times.
yeah.
I'm just talking shit.
Hey,
now.
Bob, I don't know you, but something tells me they let you win just so you'll keep coming back.
No, he won like
Once a year he
When it's
wins,
a nice
the other
big pot.
week.
Yeah, he won a good pot. We're at Jeff's. But so most of the time, right, we go play poker. Strictly just to talk crap to each other. And
Yeah.
just to see each other too, right? Because I met Ben about 4 years ago through volleyball. Our daughters play volleyball. And we've been friends ever since. I met Bob that way, Alex that way, through volleyball. And it's funny because I always thought volleyball, you know, my daughter, she never really was. She was into dance at first.
Yeah.
And then one of our friends, Natalie, who he met through volleyball as well, she played for the Y.
Mhm.
So he tells me and my fiance, hey, you know, I want to go see Natalie play. She goes to see Natalie play. Well, all of a sudden she's interested. They play for a couple of seasons at the Y, and then the coach says he has a club team, and he picked a couple of the girls that he thought would be pretty good. And it was actually he messed up the camera.
bro.
Come on.
Bro,
The
what
sound
are you doing?
levels are not good. I'm looking at the sound levels and his fucking voice is like so quiet.
And so we go to Superior Retrial. They make it, and that's how I met. That's how we met. Bob and Ben and Mary Lou and Bob. Yeah, so it was a pretty cool story, man. I got a few friends that I still close with from volleyball.
You know, it's funny you mention that because we've met. Well, I mean, Ben and I go back a while, and we met through his wife. So his wife and I went to high school together.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Um,
She is from Laredo.
And it's funny because we actually bumped into Mary Lou years ago, gosh, probably like a good 16, 17 years ago,
Wow.
at their previous house, we lost touch, and then my wife and I moved on, and we moved back to Laredo for 2 years, came back, and in 2010 when we came back to San Antonio, we bumped into you guys again at kids daycare.
Really?
Yeah.
So you would, but we were both living on the other side of town the first
True.
time we
Yeah,
bumped
man.
into each other, and
Yeah.
then we bumped into each other again. We're both living on this side of the town.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did he tell you that their marriage almost got off to it almost went up in flames, literally?
Wow, talk to me about that.
Go with that story. That was a good story.
So it was New Year's Eve. It was the year.
88, 98?
It's whatever year
It
Vince
was a
Young.
cold, dark night. Tell me more.
Dark and stormy night. It was whatever year Vince Young had won
2005.
2005
When he won the national championship
for
at UT.
UT. Yeah. So
Because you're a UT grad.
I'm a UT grad. So
Sorry.
we were at So so we were at we're at a friend's New Year's Eve party. Oh no! Before that,
Oh,
we lived on the south side.
Mhm.
This is before we had bumped into you on the
That's
other
true,
side of
yeah.
town. So this is like 3 houses ago. And on the south side, that neighborhood looks like a fucking war zone. Like every
Oh,
4th of
yeah.
July, every fucking New Year's Eve. And so there's just fucking smoke and fireworks going off everywhere. I'm like, I want to play. So I go buy fireworks. I'm popping them in our front yard. And then we take off to the party. Before we leave, she's like, clean all your shit up. So I cleaned up all the dead fireworks and threw them in a plastic
you
trash
thought they were
can.
dead.
Rolled it into the garage and closed the
Oh,
garage door.
shit.
And so we go to the New Year's Eve party. And she's like, I want to leave early. I'm like, it's not even midnight yet. I want to leave early. I don't know what the fuck her problem was. She didn't know anybody there. It was all my friends. I'm like, fine, let's go, fine. So we left. We get home and we walk into her house, and she's like, "Why is everything so smoky?" So we're walking around the house, like, why? We go upstairs, we go downstairs. We open the garage, and the plastic trash can had melted down into a little puddle, and there was a flame just like slowly creeping up the wall. And so I throw open the garage door, I run to the outside, the hose is on the side, I turn it on, run back in, I spray down the wall. All the fucking neighborhood comes running over like, what the fuck, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm so glad that we left that party early.
Yes. But I want to give you a little bit of advice, though.
Sure, don't put
No.
warm fireworks in a plastic trash can.
That's not the advice. Fires feed off of oxygen, so you flipping open the garage door could have really caused it to
Did
go
you
up.
not watch Backdraft?
No, he didn't. He
Obviously,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done that
I
shit.
watch John
Actually,
Wick, I don't
I
watch-
would have done it.
I know,
I would've probably done the
I
same
just thought
shit.
I would just, thought I'd throw that in there.
That's where the hose was. How else was I get to the
Really?
hose? Yeah.
Oh, all
I
right.
get a little pitcher from the sink and like
That's it
splash
right there.
it.
Splash it,
fill up
big old
another
bag,
pitcher,
splash
splash
it
it.
again.
Dude, you're white. You have to have like a fire extinguisher in your house.
No, 911 would have came fast.
Oh,
It's the south side.
Yes, this
And
is
she owned the house. She's Mexican.
Ben Blair. Yes, Mary.
Oh, sir.
oh, we're on our way, sir.
Yeah.
You should have called 912. That's the real number.
That's a real number.
Why are you calling 911 for the rest of the people?
You should have called 912. That's your secret number.
Yeah. Oh, no. Quick. Edit the podcast. You're not supposed to hear that.
Pretend you didn't listen to the last 15 seconds. So 912, huh?
912.
That's the real one.
That's the real one.
That's how it is that most white people get
probably is.
their house is saved. It's like,
Oh yeah. The house and the dog always.
so Southside, New Year's, that's the 3 F's, right? Fireworks, fajitas, and firearms.
There
Yes.
you go, man.
That's all the smoke you see out there.
That is
Yeah.
the smoke that you see for real, for real. I live on the south side. I live by Palo Alto.
You go out to the south side on New Year's, and
Oh, no,
you
you
got
live-
this cloud
Well,
of smoke.
We're driving home from we always go to my fiance's brother's house. And he lives like 8 minutes away, but you don't have to take the freeway. It's just one road. Gillette, right? You know Gillette.
Yeah.
So you come all the way down Gillette to the dead ends at Palo Alto Road, and then you make a right, and that's our neighborhood. But anyway, whenever you're coming from his house, it literally looks like you've been through a war zone.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah,
fireworks in the street, there's smoke in the air. It is like legit crazy.
We drove from Laredo to San Antonio, and as we were heading into downtown from the south, South 35,
You see
coming
it, right?
northbound, you see this cloud of smoke, and my wife says, "What do you think happened?"
Yeah.
I said, "Fireworks, fajitas, and
Firearms.
firearms."
That's it,
I
baby.
said, "That's what it is." And as we're driving through, I told her to open the window, and she opens the window, and
Smells
it's
just
like,
like it.
man, it was like fajitas and
Gunpowder.
freaking gunpowder. Yeah, exactly. It's like, so good.
I haven't shot a gun off at New Year's Eve since I was a kid. My friend's dad in the valley, like, that was his thing. We'd go to his house and party for New Year's. He's like, all right, everybody gets 3 shots.
Nancy's
He'd
brother.
load the clip and like, pat, pat,
Nancy's
pat.
brother, that's what he does, man. Every time. I'm like,
Isn't this going to come down somewhere? He's like, don't
It
worry
is.
about it.
they shoot into the dirt.
Yeah. Oh, no.
We shoot up.
Yeah.
So what we used to do, and this is my brother-in-law, God rest his soul, right? He's passed, but we went once to his mom's house, and and this is in Mexico, right, in El Laredo, and so you've got those covered patios, but it's like concrete roofs because it's so we would go out to the edge and shoot up, but if anything came down from another gun, it's like it would hit the roof, and we had 2 roofs over, so we were good.
Yeah.
But it's like you shot
Like
up
you
into
said,
the air,
yeah.
and so my mom would not, since we were kids, and even to this day, even living here, I still believe that between 12 and 12:30, she did not like for anybody to go outside
Because of that, right?
because they used to call it balas perdidas, right, which
Yeah,
is
lost
lost
bullets.
bullets, right? You never know what's going to come down. It's going to hurt somebody, right?
Yeah.
So this is why we stopped doing it. No, we didn't.
It's like, nah,
Who am I kidding?
sorry, Mom.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean it's tradition,
You have to, right? You have to.
You kind of have to. You really do. But, hey. So anyway, back to your question. I don't know, man. Ben's an asshole and doesn't.
Yeah, that was never
Nah,
a
I'm
question.
messing with you.
That was never a question.
Yeah, it was. I know.
You
what
could
he
see
said.
that, right?
Yes, I see it. Yes.
So
So
you
when he,
get.
when he saw you at HEB, did he do that one move, like, because when we would go to HEB when we were younger, and my mom would see someone she didn't want to talk to, she would, like, turn her back.
Oh no.
No? He called your name out?
Yeah, he did.
In front of
he
his
would
other-
say hi and everything.
Really?
Yeah, always flaunting that he was taking salmon.
Oh, yeah.
All the good stuff.
I believe you. Or something
Yeah.
organic, right?
Yeah,
That was
something
organic.
so
Organic,
organic.
right?
It's like, dude, look,
What
I'm just here picking up some of my organic produce.
yeah, organic zucchini.
Oh, which reminds me,
Oh,
Why don't they ever wash the dirt off the organic?
because it's organic.
it's organic, dude.
The dirt, the
You
soil.
want that shit? They're charging you extra for that dirt.
That's why you got to get the real produce, man. Go to the
Yeah.
farmer's market.
Thank you. Yeah, the stuff that just here you go, sir.
Mm-hmm.
No, but yesterday I went to HEB and turns out they have organic. So you guys know how much a freaking pound of cherries is?
Yeah.
It's an arm and a leg, right?
Yeah.
Well, somebody screwed the pooch and put $1.47
Oh shit.
I bet they cleared it out.
on regular and organic.
I bet they cleared it out.
Man, they cleared it out so quick. But in the meantime, we got
Organic
Shitloads.
cherry.
4 bags,
Nice.
right? Because my kids love cherries.
Yeah.
Well, we got 2 bags, and on the way out, my wife says, maybe I should get another 2 bags. I'm like, oh, go ahead and get some more. And we come back, and the girl says, oh, yeah, we removed the price because it was incorrect.
So what was the real price?
So the real price was like $4.99 or $4.49 or
For some
something
cherries?
a pound. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you
I
Cherries
could
are
buy
expensive.
Comes
a
out
thing of
7 or 8
moonshine
bucks.
cherries for $6.
Oh shit.
Shoot, I have some in the house right now.
Well, the fucked up part was, right as you enter HEB, right through the produce, they had that sign. They forgot that over where the rest of the produce is, they had some more bags that still said $1.47.
So
And my wife looks at it and she points it to it, and the girl goes, well, I'll go ahead and adjust it for you. She goes, but I'll let them know. And sure enough, we grabbed our 2 bags.
And they ran over
She,
there.
and then, sure enough, somebody else was removing the price. Yeah.
But I don't think I was surprised that you ran into Ben at HEB. This must have been before.
Oh, this was years ago, man.
It had to be, right? Because now he shops at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trader
Yeah.
Joe's. Trader Joe's or something.
Well, just even shop, or do they still
No,
bring
I-
the stuff to them,
I
right?
send
No,
my
I-
butler out to.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Because I've never
yeah.
really seen him that.
Nah, he doesn't really shop anymore.
I once saw him pull up to a CVS, but he made his kids get out and buy stuff.
He didn't go through the drive-thru?
Mm-mm.
Wow, that's amazing.
So when my butler's done wiping my asshole with $10 bills, I make him wash his hands, and then he goes to HEB and buys my groceries.
Our times are tough. He's using $10 bills. I
I know
remember
he's
he's
know,
like
right?
hundreds.
used to use 20s and
Fucking
50s.
But my-
inflation, baby, inflation.
But my real question is not the $10. You let another man touch your butthole?
I'm not gonna touch my own
You
butthole.
been in jail before or what?
You couldn't get a woman to do this?
No, God, dog. What's going on here?
Just
man?
kidding, Mary Lou. Just kidding.
Mary Lou would literally,
Testy likes another man to clean his butthole.
So now that we're done bashing Ben for the podcast,
Why not?
I am very disappointed in our fans because nobody ever came up with a suggestion as to what to get my wife for our
I was about
anniversary.
to ask you.
When
How long
was your
have you
last
guys been together?
It's going to be 17 years next month.
17 years, okay.
Yeah.
So what have you given her before?
3 kids?
3 kids.
No, she wants to give those back, though.
A lot,
She wants to give those
a lot
back.
of heartache.
She probably wants to give those back by now, so let's
dirty
not talk.
dishes, dirty
Dirty dishes.
laundry.
No, literally, for real, like, what did you get her for Christmas? Let's talk about that.
What the fuck did I get her for Christmas?
Damn, it must not have been that good if you forgot.
Bro, I fucking don't remember. I can't even remember last week.
You must have some of those Twizzler edibles.
Oh, so she's
Speaking of that,
You jogged my memory.
she's into Yellowstone, that TV show.
TV show.
So I got her little glasses that said, "Don't make me go Beth Dutton on your ass."
I never drank out of those when I go to your house to play poker.
I know.
Y'all keep them on the
Those-
top shelf or what?
Those are hers. She's not. Nobody's allowed to use those but her.
Really? You don't even use them?
I don't use those
You
shit.
should have cracked one. You should crack one.
So I could have something to get her. Like, oh, I broke
I
this
broke
one.
one. Let me get you another one.
another one for our anniversary, babe.
You're welcome.
No, that's
No, man. So I know
wait, wait. When's Amy Winehouse, dude?
next weekend.
Oh, okay.
you
Carry
gonna. How you gonna see Amy Winehouse?
I call 912. and
They
they
have
tug
the
her
real.
up.
They're bringing a hologram.
Bring a hologram to his house.
They're
right?
like, man.
Wow.
And
Maybe
we can,
912 does everything, baby.
exactly, we
Don't
can
let
get
that
Tupac
shit
on a
get out.
hologram. We can get Amy Winehouse on a hologram.
No, so 17 years, right?
Yeah.
So I think really. But Mary Lou's a real simple lady, right? She doesn't really make a fuss about her stuff.
She doesn't like fancy shit, and like I've bought her jewelry before, and she'll like, oh, I love it, and
And
wear
it's
it
still in-
once,
it's
and
still
then
in
puts it in the goddamn drawer,
And they're still there.
and it's still there, and she'll like wear her own because she knows what she likes, but apparently I don't.
You should. You know what you should do?
What?
You should go in her drawer, man. Take a picture of what she has that she really wears,
And then take it to the jeweler and
and be like, "Hey, I need you to help me out. I need something similar."
let's go a cheaper route. What else you got?
So you're taking her out to dinner, at least?
Probably.
Where do y'all go eat?
Some McDonald's.
We go. We go to CVS. I kick her out of the car and say, "Go buy what you
You go to
like."
Valero, get a couple of hot dogs. Hey, baby, it's anniversary. Get chili and cheese on it
Look,
today,
there's
baby.
fucking 2
Dude,
burritos for $2.
You could take her to the HEB convenience store in Lidl. You can get a sausage on a stick, chips, and a soda for $2.
She loves the sausage on the stick
There
at
you go.
Buc-ee's. At Buc-ee's.
You're
No,
welcome.
but take her to the HEB and Lidl because you can take her around the little town, maybe hit a few, go to the main drag. What is it called down there?
Maine.
Main Street,
Like
right?
most-
Yeah, Main
like
Street,
most-
right?
Yeah, like
Piece of
most
shit
small
podunk
towns.
towns.
Yeah,
Take her to Main Street, man, and just hang out there, man. Make a day of it.
yeah.
Possibly get a room at the the inn or whatever.
At the Lidl Inn.
Lidl
What
Inn.
did you get Nancy last year for your anniversary?
Shit, man, I can't even remember. Bro.
Then you're talking shit
But
about me.
The thing about it is, right, Nancy, right, throughout the year, right, we buy a lot of stuff, right, and so it's tough to shop for her. Man, you can ask anyone, right? It's tough to shop for her. So what I do is I ask questions. Oh, hey, what you been? I like that necklace you got on. Where you get that from? Kendra Scott. Oh, okay. Hey, I like that bag you got. What kind of bag is that? Tells me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I kind of match it up a little bit, or just listen to just some of the things they say throughout the year. Like, I've been wanting this, and then it kind of like sticks with me.
Quit being such
Or
a loving
also,
person.
what I'll do though is I'll use our daughter. Right? Hey, what do you think Mom would like?
I can't do that because my kids are more clueless than I am. I remember one year for her birthday, I'm like, what kind of cake does Mom like? And my oldest is like, she loves red velvet cake. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You
She's
say.
allergic
you
to
know
red
that.
velvet.
No, we get it and we make it, and she cussing like, oh, red velvet. And I'm like, what's wrong? I thought that was your favorite. She's like, no, I hate red velvet.
But the kids were
the
like,
kids love it.
man,
The
kids are like,
love you, Dad.
Fucking move.
That's
We'll
best
make
birthday
this
ever.
cake disappear. So yeah, no, I can't trust my kids because they're more clueless than I am.
But I think like Mary Lou's right. She loves to play poker with us.
She does. Poker
She's a
game,
physical
I mean.
therapist, right?
You
Yes.
get her a nice deck of cards.
Yes, I'm sure.
Personalized
This is from
art.
HEB, baby.
No, like personalized.
Oh,
Like pictures of
Maryland's
you.
place. Oh,
You know, get like
look at
52
you.
pictures of,
the
family,
family.
right? Doing things, or, maybe.
Here's me playing Fortnite. Here's me naked playing Fortnite.
No, because sometimes, what if she breaks those out to play poker with? I really don't want to see him as the ace playing naked. No, I don't.
Hey.
I don't know. No, sir.
You know what's a better idea? You remember the Viewmasters?
Yes. Mhm.
You can. There's a website where you can.
You should be writing
upload-
this down. Or are you going to replay this?
It's being recorded. I don't
you
know.
better replay
Oh,
this.
Do you see-
I need to hit the
Did
record
you
button.
press?
So see, look at these ideas, man.
So listen, do you remember Viewmaster?
Yes.
There's a website where you can get your own Viewmaster. It'll put like her name on the machine, and then you put family pictures on the little rotation thing, and you can make your own thing.
And you're asking us when that's like a brilliant idea.
It's a brilliant idea, and last time I tried to order it, it was like a week before the anniversary. It takes us a while to make this, sir.
Yeah,
we
why?
can't have it, but now it's a month
Yeah.
ahead of time. So
Nice.
now,
So I think
I got
after
it. I
That's
just
a
saw-
great.
I
That's a
just
great
saw my
Mother's
own-
Day gift.
You know what?
It
you're
is.
right. That's a better Mother's Day.
Because that's the family thing. This is you and her, man.
you gotta personalize it.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're
What,
welcome.
2 pictures of my
Hey.
day.
where did y'all spend your anniversary?
I mean, one year we went to Rockport. I think that's the last time we went.
No, your first, like when you got married. Where did you take your honeymoon,
Puerto Rico.
bro?
I gotta take her back to Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico was awesome. Puerto Rico was awesome.
Or find a Puerto Rican restaurant you can take her to.
That's smart. That's smart. Or you know what? Don't do that. Decorate your house as if you're in the Caribbean and make Puerto Rican food.
Or I could find a Puerto Rican broad and we can convince her to have a threesome.
Then you won't have an 18th anniversary.
Yeah. I was going to say.
You might not have a next birthday either. Man.
Remember the part where I told you, I love your wife, she's wonderful, but she scares me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
I tell
Mary
you
Lou,
what,
I never agreed to that, Shakua. It's up
No,
to you.
I
But
don't agree. I told him already.
We
That'll
don't
be
agree
the
with
end of
this.
it.
Go back and replay this. It'll be uploaded tonight.
No, but for real, man, like that's maybe something. Find a Puerto Rican restaurant, We went to Puerto Rico. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome experience. It was beautiful, man. I love Puerto Rico.
I still got a cigar from Puerto Rico. Where's my cigar box?
In the
That's on
house.
side, yeah.
Hey, but look though, for real, don't do that Viewmaster thing because that's family.
Okay.
Unless you get like 17 years worth of pictures of you and her, like each year y'all grown together.
Yeah.
Don't put no kids in there though.
Yeah, this is you and her.
Okay. Puerto Rico,
Viewmaster.
not Viewmaster.
Get a deck of cards though, man. Like
Get a
personalized
deck of cards. But then it's just gonna be
Deck
me
of
and her.
cards, not
Hey,
cards
you know
with
what?
dicks.
You should get a portrait of yourself, like the lady did on Titanic.
with just a necklace.
No, do the what's called the George Costanza on the velvet sofa.
Oh, that'll be it right there, right?
Dude, that's. I mean, I could
Wow,
see.
you're petty.
I could see you not having a marriage next year.
No, you would have one. It would just be a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
So you've given me some good ideas. I appreciate that. I'm gonna sit there and think about it.
The best idea he came up with right now is don't ask Shaku and Johnny for ideas.
It's probably right. Like
There you go.
I know.
There you go.
But your best friends tell
Never
you the
ask your
truth.
friends.
They do. They tell you the
advice.
truth, man. Because what happens is, right, like you ask us, and we give you these ideas, knowing in our mind we cannot wait for you to do, because you'll execute
So
them.
we can-
You'll execute them, and then you have to call 912 to come save you. And
We don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have that luxury.
Yes, sir. I'm calling 912.
You got the wrong number, sir.
No. My friend told me.
What's your print name?
Ben Blair.
He's cut off. He's cut off from
Hey,
number
No, you
two.
got the wrong number, sir.
You know,
No, sir. He told me 912.
you know what they do, right? They have those. So when they call 912, they have to give that coin like John Wick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so
Is that how it works?
Yeah, so if you call the hotel, right, and you say, "Hey, I want to speak to the manager," who are you? Oh, I'm Shaku Jackson. No, that doesn't sound right. I'm friends with Ben Bear. Ben Bear has been excommunicated. That's what happens to you.
Yeah, this is
I said 912 on the podcast.
Yes.
Shaku Jackson 7412. Oh, welcome, welcome, Mr. Jackson. Yeah, you got to give your number or some
Yeah,
shit
no,
like
right?
that.
Then you walk in.
Otherwise, it's like make up some bullshit number.
they do.
This is 911.
911.
This is 911 calling.
Hey, so did I tell you? Going back to your poker, because I really want you to come, man. I mean, you meet a great group of characters. But Bob's dad
Bob Saget.
Bob's dad is Harvey.
Oh, okay.
One night, I was running late to get to his house to play poker. And so,
Hardly know
of course, he lives in a gated community, right? This
Of
guy.
course.
And so when you go, you have to put your thumb up on the thing, right? So it takes your thumbprint. And if your thumbprint's not in the system, you can't get in the gate. So I get there.
912 next time, dude.
Yes, 912. And so, right, Harvey puts his thumb up there, right, and the gate opens for him. I don't know why, but I guess because he's old. And they thought he was cutting his grass or something. I don't know. But anyway, so I get in there, and, I'm following him. I'm like, man, who the heck is driving so slow? And I have a truck, and he has a little car. So then I start flashing my lights like, man, get out the way. And he pulls over, and I roll by. Fuck out the way, I'm running late.
Did you flick
Yes.
Harvey?
But you cannot
Goddamn,
see it
bro.
because my windows are tinted and it was dark. It was nighttime. Which I was surprised I was in his neighborhood after dark.
It's like I flicked him off with my thumb.
Yeah. And so I get there, and as I'm getting out of my truck, I see that little car pull up, and then I see Harvey get out. I'm like,
Oh,
shit. So not only that, though, but he has a booby trap at his house.
Oh, I want to hear this.
When you're walking to the front, like when you walk to your front door, right, there's a step up.
Yeah.
Well, they booby trapped it, right, to catch us that aren't paying attention. It goes down, and then it goes up. There's a step that goes down. There's a step that goes up. Well, Harvey misses the down step,
Oh, shit.
and that's a real scar. He didn't fall in sand. He fell on the actual concrete of your freaking sidewalk.
So these are two separate nights that Harvey fell, and then Shaku flipped
So
him
needless
off.
to say, Harvey, he always has an excuse why he doesn't show up. The last time we played on Halloween, Harvey said, I'm not dressing up. This
I
one,
wanted to make it like a Halloween.
he wanted people
It
to
was
dress
on
up.
31st. It was on the Halloween. And I'm like, let's have a Halloween poker night. And like, Harvey's like, I will not come due to your strict costume policies. I'm like, what the fuck? Did like Halloween steal your girlfriend in high school or some shit?
Were you
like,
hating on Halloween?
Hey, Harvey was dead set on
Dude,
not
there was
dressing
like a
up.
whole text, like fucking.
It was a block.
It was a paragraph,
It wasn't
yeah.
that long.
No shit.
Yes, he was serious. He was not showing up.
Wow.
It's like fucking. Hey, baby, you want to go to the sock hop? No, Halloween's taking me. Halloween! I will never wear a costume for the rest of my life. Hey, you want to have a Halloween poker night? No, fuck that guy. He stole my girlfriend.
Halloween-
Fuck you, Halloween.
Halloween ruined your life.
That should have been my wife.
But I want to ask you this though.
Tell me.
Like, he didn't grow up in America, did he? Because you just said sock hop, and I don't think they have that. Wherever he. There's something like with it. I know Bob is Hawaiian or something, right? So Harvey has to be Hawaiian,
Something like that.
right? They're Hawaiian, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a
Pacific Islanders.
So it's like a United Nations at the poker night. Yeah, man. We even
So
got,
what you're saying is you're missing a Mexican. I'm gonna go there.
no,
and,
we got Mary
We
Lou.
got-
I know you keep thinking right that she's not, but Mary Lou is.
Oh no, I know Mary.
Mary Lou's Spanish is very good, man.
Oh, see,
Yes.
And we got Jeff that acts white.
and we got you, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm.
Yeah. See how you do forget you're Mexican?
See,
Have you met Jeff?
No.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah,
What's up,
Jeff is our residential pool builder.
Oh, hey, speaking of pool, Jeff, I don't need one. But if I do, I'll call you.
So Jeff is Mexican. Jeff is Mexican.
Sorry, Jeff. We're learning more about you as we speak.
Well, because
What are you, Jeff?
Jeff does some crazy shit, right? Jeff bikes. Who the fuck bikes?
Oh.
Like Tour de France bikes.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah.
is that like a Mexican thing to do?
Not this Mexican. Dude, do I
like,
look like I bike, run, walk, jump, swim?
So we
Well, okay, my people do swim, but only through the river.
Now they put those buoys up, so it's a little bit tougher.
Yeah, it is.
I went to Mexico when I was maybe 20, right? And they had those things where you had to drive around through the border.
Oh, yeah.
So they put those in the water now.
Do they really?
But to me, I was like, you actually helped them out because now they get there, they could take a little breather.
They got something to
lean
hang
on
on
it,
to,
yeah,
yeah.
take a
Well, it's
little
kind of
breather.
like I was watching this video, and this is on the news, and this is around El Paso, right? You've got that tall fence, right? And you've got people on the U.S. side, right? And this is guys sitting at a restaurant, little Mexican restaurant, close to where that fence is in El Paso, and you see these guys go. I mean, they're literally just gripping onto both sides, going up, up.
Really?
They get to the top, and then they just slowly come down. I'm like, okay, it was intended to do what? because these guys are getting across that thing
That's right.
up and over, man.
That's fireman training right there.
It is. It's like you want to get those guys and go, dude, you're ready.
You ready to
You
join the
tell you-
fire department?
It's like I told you last time, right? It's like, do you want U.S. citizenship? Go do something with it. Look, you're trained to be a firefighter,
Yeah.
right?
I agree.
Go fight for our country,
Wow.
right? Send them off to Ukraine. If you
what I
survive, you
said.
come back, you
Come
go
back.
give you
You're
citizenship.
American citizen.
That's what I say about the prisoners, right? Like when we had the war over there in Afghanistan, shoot, empty the prisons.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Give them an AR, you come back, you're good.
You're good. Everything's been
You
wiped
already
clean.
served. Tell you what, stay over there. You'll make some money as a contract worker.
Speaking of the valley, Highway 83 is the main drag, right?
Yes.
So you know where Mission Sherryland is, the high school.
Yeah.
Yep.
Across the street, there's an all-you-can-eat Mexican restaurant.
Okay. I don't remember.
There, man, they have. I like mollejas,
Ooh,
Okay, yeah.
I love 'em.
mollejas, dude.
but this restaurant, I've never seen a restaurant make them, and it was an all-you-can-eat Mexican restaurant.
And they just keep filling the
But
tray.
they
with
had them
fucking
right. They had them crispy on the outside and soft,
Little soft on the inside.
fucking
Man.
gizzards.
No,
You
dude.
know how sweet's the glands. It's
Yeah.
the sweet breads. You don't like them?
No, I love them.
A gizzard's a little different, dude.
Gizzards are like
What's the
from chicken.
difference between the gizzard and the fucking?
Well,
Mollejas
first of
is
all, the molleja comes from this part of the
Yeah.
cow.
Okay.
All right, so it's what they call sweet bread, right?
Yeah.
The gizzard is like
The chicken liver. Or
yeah,
something.
chicken livers and I mean, which are fantastic. If you ever find yourself in Eagle Pass, Texas,
Yeah.
there's a place called Rody's Fried Chicken.
Roadies fried chicken.
Dude, they make the best fucking gizzards.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. And they use some kind of lemon pepper powder that they make.
Oh.
Right. And then they give you like this little cup with some hot sauce, like a Frank's type hot sauce. But I don't know what brand it is. All I know is it's not healthy.
It's
But
delicious.
fuck, you go and you order the like small box and it comes with like 15 pieces of gizzards. Oh my god, good stuff. So shout out to Roadies.
There you go, Roadies.
Good
Shall we
stuff.
pause for the cause?
I
course.
think we have to, man, because I'm kind of
Oh, he's running low.
running low,
I'm
running empty.
Oh, shoot.
Anyway, folks,
Everybody's talking
stay
shit about me in
tuned.
this podcast, so I was sitting here like sucking it down, like I'm sucking down my tears.
messages from our sponsors.
And we're back.
What were we talking about? Were we talking about Ben's 912 again?
Or this whole conversation has
It's about
been Ben's
912,
912.
right?
Yeah.
Man, that's a pretty.
Is that the name of this podcast, 912?
We should call it
912.
Or are we going to call it the United Nations Council?
No, it's
It's
912.
912.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put that United
I'm going to
Nations.
put 912. Shh, don't tell anybody.
That's
Yeah.
I think you should do that, man.
So don't tell anybody about 912, guys,
Please
whoever's
don't.
listening. Oh, and to our listener out in New Zealand, was it New
They
Zealand?
never came back.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
We don't like
So,
New Zealand.
We were international for like one episode.
But we were talking about Roadies, right? Because I mentioned the place, right? So
All you
Morehouse.
could eat. Yeah.
Back to Morehouse. So Nancy has two brothers.
Yeah.
They both claim they can barbecue.
Okay.
So one
Right here
brother-
off of West Avenue?
Huh?
Two brothers off of West Avenue?
No.
No.
She has two brothers. Like
Oh,
in
I
life.
thought we were talking about two brothers. barbecue.
No. So my favorite thing is Morehouse. So every time we go, right? Oh man, we're gonna make him for him. One of them, you have to catch him. He should put him on first because he starts drinking and
Yeah.
yeah, that's it for the Morehouse.
Yeah.
The other one makes him pretty good, but I mean, this dude is a.
You just fry them, right? That's all you're doing.
No,
right?
Well, you
puts
got
him
to
on the
cook
grill.
them first. You got to boil
Yeah.
them first.
Yeah, you put him on the grill. And so what he does, though, he is a mover. So if anyone needs moving services, reach out to us. We'll let you know. He's a mover. That's all he's ever done is move. Like 18-wheeler moves, too. But this dude is always tired, man, because he freaking carrying furniture up and down. Like now,
I'm
too,
sure.
it's hot, 100 degrees plus.
Yeah.
So, but he is he makes Morehouse good.
So there's two ways to make mollejas, right? There's those really good, call it grill masters, if you want to call them that, right? Who will take the mollejas seasoned and then put them on the grill. Molleja is kind of like chicken; it takes a while to cook.
And you have to pay attention to it.
Yeah, you have to constantly, because it's a lot of grease, it's a
Yes,
lot
it
of
is.
fat, so that shit'll burn real quick. And so what a lot of people do is they boil them first to cook them, and then you grill them, which would be Johnny's way of doing it. And then there's those folks who they boil them to cook them, and then they fry them.
Yeah.
Now there's restaurants in Laredo. There's a place in Laredo called Danny's Mexican Restaurant. Absolutely best fried mollejas, right? After they cook them, they fry them. They're fantastic. But I happen to love them grilled.
Me too. I love grill.
When they're grilled, it's just like you said. You've got that char on top, all around, but inside it's almost like it's like chicken inside.
Yes.
It's white meat. That's what it seems like, right?
It's
I've
delicious.
had them in Rosario's, but they were fried.
Yeah,
Well,
most.
see, first off, you made a mistake by going to Rosario's to get like authentic Mexican
Bro,
food.
Rosario's is good.
I forget you're white. It's
God
good.
damn it.
Yeah, I mean for your
Get my
standards,
ass
you know.
kicked this fucking...
For your standards, no, it's good.
No, for real.
Look, I never said it wasn't bad. That it was bad. It's not authentic. Sorry. Okay, fine.
Did you go to the new one or the old one? Like, which one did you go to?
Downtown.
Yeah, but now she moved to a different location. So
Which that one closed.
Did it?
the
San
new
Pedro
location?
closed.
Yeah, San Pedro closed. But no, so downtown, you remember she was on the corner of St. Mary's right there?
Yeah.
By the elementary school, Bonham. Well, they sold that. Now it's a Puerto Rican joint
Oh, there we go.
There you go, dude.
Right across
my
from-
anniversary.
right across from Gus's Chicken.
Okay.
Well, that's the old one.
Yeah, so now she moved a little bit further up St. Mary's towards town.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a pretty nice building.
So that old Rosario's is now a Puerto Rican joint?
There you go,
There
man.
we go.
So the one across from
My
Gus's is
anniversary
now
has been
a
planned.
Puerto Rican joint.
Puerto Rican joint.
What's it called?
Which I don't
Oh,
know.
I don't know the name of it.
Which you
But-
know, as much salsa and merengue as they had there, I'm surprised it wasn't a Puerto Rican
I know
place
before, right?
Before that,
Or you can take her, man. We go to a place called
Gus's.
no, not Gus's. I mean, we go to Gus's, right? But it's another place. Shit. I'll think of it. But anyway, man, on Fridays nights they have a live salsa band. Azuka. That's
Okay.
the name of it.
Okay, so Asuka is the restaurant is still there.
Yes. You remember it was by Bar America, right? Now, so you remember when you were walking through the little alleyway,
Yeah,
right? That was the restaurant on the left and the bar was on the right.
correct.
Well, they sold the part on the left, and now it's just the restaurant on the right. But they clear out the tables and they make it a dance floor. So they have
nice.
No.
but they have a patio now where you can eat on the side.
Dude, that place is so good. Asuka.
I don't know if you used to go when they used to have the meat on the sword skewer.
Yes.
Oh.
Dude, I went to Asuka. I started going to Asuka when it first opened. I haven't been in years,
Mm-hmm.
but when it first opened, we used to go out there. And then during lunch, you could get a good
Mojito.
Cuban sandwich.
And well, it tells you where my mind is right now on this Paloma. But no, we used to go, man. Me, Nancy, and her sister would go out, but they love mojitos, right?
Oh yeah, dude. Mojitos. That's what I was gonna make last week or 2 weeks ago. But then I realized I didn't have any mint.
Mhm.
I used it up with the Moscow mules.
Hey, I love Moscow mules.
Oh, I do too. So
You should come to more podcasts.
yeah.
He makes
I
it
think I
different
am going to
every
start
time.
trying to make it a regular thing because you know, man,
Every
this drink
weekend
menu
it's
is just getting better and better, man.
Every what you know, this is why we say we enjoy these podcasts. It's a 1 hour opportunity to just have a couple of cigars or a cigar and a couple of drinks, you know.
So
Just relax.
Ben told me about it, right? What did I say? I said, man, I've always wanted to start a podcast.
No, I posted the Father's Day one.
That's right.
I posted the Father's Day one to my poker group text.
Mm-hmm.
It said, "Happy Father's Day. Check out my podcast." And you're like, "I always want to be on a podcast."
And you're like,
"All right,
come
well,
on down.
And
And
then
so
you
here I
post one
am.
for like 3 weeks.
It was worth the wait, though, right? I was waiting on the Palomas, man. I mean, I've never really drank a Paloma, and it's delicious, and
Well, good. It's refreshing, dude.
it is. And
Because today's actually a better day. Last week, was it last week? It was fucking hotter than hell, dude.
Yeah. Today's not bad.
No, it's not.
it's not too bad.
And the part that you have missed today is still no ambulance or fire
Oh, yeah.
truck. Yeah.
We usually have like an ambulance that comes in like halfway through the podcast.
And you know,
Right down the street.
it's really a fire truck, right? Someone's Siamese cat got stuck in a tree, and they have to stop the whole.
Probably so.
And it's a fire. It's a fire downtown.
He may have accidentally dialed 912,
Yeah,
and they saw he was here
Yes,
in
sir,
the area.
yes.
It could have been that.
That probably was right.
But what's funny is it happened for our first 3 or 4 podcasts, and then we made mention of it, and it stopped happening.
912. He called him. Hey, look, I
Hey,
do a
when you
podcast
should-
from this time to this time. Can you
If you
please
pass by here, turn off the
turn the
siren.
sirens, please? Thank you.
Ben, that was so fucking kind of you, man.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
trying to have decent conversations here. I can't be distracted.
These are
Let
important
the house burn down. We're doing a podcast.
And you really know what they're going to do, right? Is get the cat out the tree.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in this neighborhood, you know.
I mean, if you're white, they're going to bring the cat down. If you're Mexican, they're just going to shoot that motherfucker down.
Yeah, they're probably gonna get a pellet gun.
Yeah,
Put some
exactly.
salt.
This is your neighborhood. Why are you acting like
So I'm Mexican. I didn't even know about what 912, dude. I mean,
Till
I
today.
bet you never even told your wife about 912, did you? Or
Heck
your
no.
kids?
He better not.
Dude.
He better not,
You
man.
kids
I'm
do not
telling
know
you.
about 912?
He will be
I don't want to be
excommunicated.
excommunicated from now on too. That's some decent shit, man.
Wow.
That's how I get out of parking tickets.
Granada.
Hey man, some fucking cop like he didn't know about 912. He gave me a ticket. Don't worry, sir. Don't worry. We'll handle it.
What'd you get a ticket for?
No, I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
Oh boy, I was to say because I know you didn't get it. You must have been like on the south side. It was like a black cop. He was like, hell no, revenge.
Revenge with this $162 fine that I can easily afford.
He's like, sir, you know what? I take one shit and I spend $162 with my butler wiping my ass.
I know.
Is that what you tell him?
Sometimes like it's
A little bit more than that?
Keep doing it, yeah.
It's like, make sure it's really
It's like,
clean.
get in there, baby.
Yeah, get those fingers in there. Ah, fucking weirdo.
I don't know, man. You have some weird like fetishes. I'm nervous about you now.
Yeah. So this whole when you talk
So-
about poker,
Exactly.
Yeah, he's
It's
talking
my
about-
butler poking my ass.
He's
That's
talking about a legit poker.
poker in the back, liquor in the front.
Oh, come on, Ben. Don't let him do you like this.
bro.
No, we
you
always
know.
talk about that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, that's the best kind of bar.
What's
Poker
that?
in the back, liquor in the front. Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
yeah, those are awesome bars, man. Anywho, so
What do you coach?
I don't. So you were talking about the Y, and so I've got a kid that plays club soccer, but she started at the Y years ago, and most times they're looking for volunteers to coach, and so we had one team, all these kids, but they said we're probably going to have to break apart the team and send you guys to different teams because we don't have anybody to coach. So one of the dads is like, man, I can try and coach, and if anybody wants to step up and help, and I'm like, dude, you do it, I'll help you. And so at the end of the season, the parents always do a little gift, and so they gave us little glasses with put coach on there. So
Nice.
no, I don't coach. I just pretended to for one season, one Y
I
season.
know a pretend pharmacist.
Oh yeah, well, I do too. But
But
he's a nice guy.
What
so-
makes me say that, right, is that he does it at an old folks home. Now these people, right, are pretty much on their last leg. What medication can you really give them?
All of them. They're on everything.
gummies?
The people on the nursing
Twizzler
home, they're, like, on
gummies.
Probably one
everything.
thing like an edible would cure everything that they have. If
Mhm.
you guys want to make money, so you give them like 12 pills a day.
You think an edible will kill everything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well, it'll make them forget.
I
Should,
know.
and then make them forget I have diabetes and.
But
high
remember
blood
though,
pressure.
marijuana was becoming legal to aid you in dealing with the pains that cancer causes.
When is that?
That's the whole reason why they were saying we should legalize marijuana.
Oh,
You didn't know that?
I thought
Did
it
you
was.
not keep up with your craft?
I thought it was to stimulate the appetite for people on chemotherapy.
Dealing with cancer, right?
Yeah.
What's chemotherapy for?
There's cancer.
Okay.
But there's already a drug called Marinol, where they take the shit that gives you the munchies out of the marijuana and they put it in a little pill, and then you pop it and you get the munchies.
But why not give them the marijuana so that way, like, it eases their pain, plus it gives them.
Because then the pharmaceutical company can make billions and billions and billions of dollars.
There you go.
That's what
That's
I wanted
the right
to say,
answer.
right? Because in Canada, man, I mean, healthcare is free.
Healthcare ain't free. They pay for that shit in their fucking 80% taxes.
Shit.
If you got like fucking 20% of your paycheck, you better hope that your goddamn
You're gonna need it, right?
your healthcare.
So-
is
but
free.
did
So
you?
for all the people trying to get into the United States, in every border town, starting with El Paso, go straight to Canada. Bypass
Canada's
us.
better.
Yeah, Canada's a better place to
A
go.
little cooler.
Don't go to the
Yeah.
U.S. Go to Canada.
I mean, they've got. I mean, you can grill all you want because they've got those forests burning. So bring your tortillas, bring your
right.
fajitas.
And you can become a vaquero up there because they have mountain
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah.
Little Mounties.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
And then you
man.
got to wear that itchy red uniform.
But it probably keeps you warm though because it's cold.
On the plus side,
That's probably the worst part about being
you can kill a
Canadian
bear.
is
It tastes like cow. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. What was the worst part?
the fucking cold weather. It's got to be like snowing, like
Shit, it's cold in Chicago.
I don't live in
Cold in
Chicago.
Detroit.
I don't live in Detroit.
But what I'm saying is like shit. I'd rather go live in Canada than in Chicago.
Free
Yeah.
healthcare.
Ain't nobody
Detroit.
shooting you in Canada.
Yeah, I know Detroit poor as shit, man. And Chicago has violence every day.
Detroit ain't got drinking water.
Chicago has violence.
A little bit. A small problem. Small problem. But you know what it really is, right?
There's fucking violence everywhere, man. You know, there's more violence here than there is in Mexico now with every damn mass shooting.
Yeah, that is true.
When you
right?
think about it. I mean, people say, warning, don't go to Mexico because the cartel's this. I'm like, dude, cartel killing is amongst themselves, you know?
You can't even go to the outlet.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Cartels kill themselves, yeah. Now, if you're caught in the middle of one of their infamous gun battles, well, then that's a different story. But most of the time, it's just themselves.
Well, it's like when they killed those Americans, the blacks
Oh, yeah.
that went over there,
Yeah.
right? What did the cartels say? We'll take care of it. Don't worry about that.
Oh, when they went and killed the ones that
Yeah, who
killed
did it
the
and then
Americans?
turned in a couple of volunteers.
Yeah, like here
These
you
are
go.
the ones that did it.
Here's your sacrificial lambs. Take care of them.
They just found 3 guys.
I don't,
What's the number one leading cause of death in America from age 1 to 45?
age 1 to 45.
Yeah. What's the number one leading cause of death?
I don't know. Diabetes.
No. What's the number one leading cause of death in America? Age 1 to 45.
Gun violence.
Nope.
What is it?
Suicide?
That's the number 2 leading cause of death.
No shit.
No shit.
What is it?
Fentanyl overdose. 150 people
Oh, now.
die a day
From
from fentanyl
fentanyl.
overdose. And it's
Do you
because
prescribe fentanyl?
I do. But it's like real fentanyl. I'm talking about the Chinese fentanyl. That's
The one that's laced with everything.
Yeah. So yeah, like back in the day, like you went to go buy drugs and you're...
It was pure drugs.
No, it was fucking laced with fucking baby laxative. That's why you fucking do the coke and then you have to run and take a shit in 30 minutes because they fucking lace it with baby laxative. But they don't do the baby laxative anymore. They throw fentanyl in it,
Oh, so it's a high you're always chasing.
bro. So imagine a teaspoon. A teaspoon has 500 milligrams in it. If you scoop a teaspoonful of powder, that's 500 milligrams of powder. Cut that up into 500 sections.
So 1 milligram.
2 milligrams of fentanyl is enough to overdose you.
Really?
So
The
No
little
kidding?
fine.
2 little like fucking little things like that is enough to overdose you. So these motherfuckers that are cutting like street drugs with fentanyl, they're not measuring that shit. They're just fucking like,
And that'll kill you.
and that'll kill you.
Wow.
And that's the number one leading cause of death in this country right
So
now.
it's wiped out the opioid crisis, though, right?
Well, you're killing all the opioid addicts because they're like showing up and they're getting like they're trying to buy a bootleg hydrocodone and it's got fucking 8 milligrams.
So it's like
of fentanyl
killing
in
the
it.
brain cells. You're killing the weak ones, right?
Killing the weak fucking drug addicts.
So if you're a survivor,
and the
good for
college
you.
students.
But
good for you.
be honest with us, though, man. When COVID was happening, I've never seen a sick crackhead. I'm just saying. Man.
So cocaine cures COVID? Is that what you're saying?
Crack, not cocaine.
Crack kills COVID.
Cocaine probably intensifies COVID because it raises your heart rate, so it probably intensifies COVID.
So I'm saying you're
COVID,
like you were
COVID was
saying
afraid. COVID was-
America's more violent than all these other places.
With the
but,
mass shootings.
but we're not. Fentanyl is the thing that's killing most Americans, not mass shooting.
Well, no, it's not the mass shooting. What I'm saying is,
You think the people that commit the mass shootings are on fentanyl?
No, the people on fentanyl are dead.
But what if they just get like 1.5 milligrams, like just enough?
Then they go and buy an AR-15 and shoot a bunch of motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying, like,
but
what do you think?
I'm just comparing the amount of deaths, whether it's mass shootings or other,
Compared to-
arm related, right?
compared to
Mexico, right?
So gun violence versus gun violence.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it just seems like everybody's so afraid to go into Mexico, and I'm not saying it's safe. I'm just saying, I mean, it's about the same.
You
The
can't
only
go
difference.
to a Walmart in El Paso.
Well, I think
Yeah.
we do a better job in the U.S. at hiding the shit than Mexico does.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And so this is why, I mean, all this shit. Like for the longest time, San Diego and Chicago were like 2 worst places to be, right? Because crime was like
Yeah.
horrible, right? But nobody said don't go to San Diego. Nobody said don't go to Chicago.
What is-
There's
what-
actual apps telling you not to go to San Diego. Fucking, and it's not for the gun violence. It's for the fucking shit in the street. California has an app where you can report like potholes or shit
Really?
in the street and
San
stuff.
Diego's bad.
And you look at San Francisco or San Diego,
Is it the salt
and it's
water?
just all the fucking homeless people shitting in the street.
Is it the South? Oh, it's the homeless people.
Shitting in the street. So like fucking, if you open
But-
that app and you look at San Francisco or San
But
Francisco,
look
it's
at-
just like little fucking shit.
Look at the
Boom,
cost
boom,
of
boom,
living
boom,
in
boom.
San Diego and San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
This house, let's just say, right, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house over there is $1 million, $800,000.
Yeah, it's super overpriced. Only $1 million, and you're right.
So what do
I
you
used to watch
expect?
those house. You used to watch
Watch
those
house
house
hunters.
flippers?
Yeah. So then, what do you expect, right? You go over there and here it is. right? Someone has to work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Let's just be truthful, right? Someone has to work at
You ain't
McDonald's.
making $1 million.
You ain't making $1 million a year. You can't afford $1 million home. So where do you live?
Yeah.
But they're not homeless. The people working at McDonald's. The homeless people are the ones that are schizophrenic and shitting in the street. Ain't nobody living in a tent on the side of the street in San Francisco and going to their job at McDonald's and then coming back to the tent.
So
that's not a realistic
one day
thing.
we were downtown, right there off of 35 in Brooklyn.
That was
Tell the
this,
story.
that was this guy taking a shit on the sidewalk. Not only was he taking a shit, but he bent over to wipe, and when he bent over, he got on all fours, but put one hand back. And I was like,
He's throwing at the car going on.
Did he use a $10 bill? He's not doing it right.
He didn't call 912.
Oh, so it wasn't Ben.
No, it wasn't Ben. I think Ben would be like, Ben is more of a, I'm going to go into Starbucks to take a brew, you know, because he wants to smell the beans, you know, the coffee beans.
I don't drink Starbucks.
What do you drink?
I never.
Shit, I brew at home. Maybe.
What kind is it, though?
McCafe.
Oh, that's good stuff, too.
It is. It's the #1 bestseller in the United States.
Nancy drinks that.
Yeah.
But you like that, right?
I do.
But I don't know about you, though, Ben, right? Because you drive a Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
Are you like green?
I don't. #1, global warming is not real. Number two.
No?
It is real. It wasn't this. It wasn't this how we were kids.
Yes, it was. I'm from the
Yo,
Rio Grande
dude.
Valley. Every
wasn't-
goddamn day was 110 degrees.
Okay, but that was the valley,
Yeah,
dude.
here it wasn't that hot every day.
I'm not from San Antonio.
Man, when we were growing up, if it hit triple digits, it was like newsworthy.
Look, so since I've been here, San Antonio has always been approximately 12 degrees to 14 degrees, maybe 15, cooler than Laredo. Laredo's fucking hot, but it's in a hole, right? Here lately, it's like 102 here, 104 in Laredo,
Yeah.
106 in Laredo, 104. I mean, dude, we're talking like almost identical temperature to Laredo. And that was so unheard of, especially because San Antonio was typically cooler because, you were surrounded by all these damn rivers or lakes or whatever. Not the case anymore, man. So
go with your story. So global warming is not real. And what was your second thing? Because I asked you where you're going green. That's why you drive the Mini Cooper.
Oh, I drive the Mini
did
Cooper.
you like see the Italian
because
job?
I was a Toyota man for most of my life. Well, no. I was a Toyota man since I met Mary Lou. She was a Toyota woman, and she convinced me like Toyota is a badass car. You could drive it into the ground, and it'll keep running no matter
I do
what.
agree with her on that. Me too. Yes.
And so I was a Toyota man for most of my life. And then my last Toyota broke down. I'm like, I want a new car. I want something sexy. And I can't afford a fucking 911. So I fucking...
So you went from a 911 to a Mini.
I went for a fucking Mini Cooper. I walked in, and they like, this is
So, like,
It's got curves.
He went and looked at prices on Maseratis, bought a Yugo.
yeah.
Yeah.
no, he
Real
wants
cars
to
have
be Mark
curves.
Wahlberg. So he saw an Italian job.
Real cars have curves.
I drive a Toyota.
And the Mini has curves. So I
You
regret.
got curves, baby.
I do, baby.
Dangerous
That's why
curves.
I'm here.
Dangerous
Yeah.
curves. But no, for real though.
Never ride when wet, baby.
Look that way so they can see the kind of
No, we
eye
don't.
candy that we're working
We
with.
don't. Please don't do that anymore.
Our subscribership just went up 50%, bitch.
Shit, they probably dropped to 50%.
We got 11 subscribers now.
So,
But for real,
That
though, like,
reminded me of Woody Harrelson in Kingpin. You remember?
I don't remember. He had one hand that was fake. or
And then
some
he
shit.
rolled the ball. And his
well,
ring
but
was
then
on it.
he can't afford to pay the rent, and he's got to sleep with his landlord.
Oh yeah, so
lady.
she's real ugly. No, but like you have a Mini Cooper. Dude, you're like the epitome of a for real 912 dad. Let me just say that now, man.
Bro.
A preppy?
Yes. Like I could just see you. Like you probably get out. You have on scrubs. You get out of a Mini Cooper in scrubs for work.
I don't wear scrubs
You probably
to
have
work.
a
I wear
MacBook.
khakis and a fucking polo.
Oh,
Even
912.
worse. 912. Yeah. It's okay.
What's your fraternity? What fraternity did you belong to?
Shaku, you're not invited to these goddamn fucking podcasts anymore. Nobody bullied me on these podcasts until you fucking showed up, bitch.
Hey man, if we can't poke fun at each other, then what's the point?
Yeah, no, you're only poking fun at me, motherfucker. I don't know this man.
We're in the same boat. Look at our cut. We're in the same boat. You're the spec right now. So this is
I've
how.
always been a spec.
But
my
this
whole
is how
life.
this is how we feel on an everyday basis.
You feel like a speck every goddamn day.
Yeah, like a little dot.
For real.
No, I'm just fucking.
I'm a big fucking dot, dude.
Exactly.
Round dot.
You're like a Sharpie margarita.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, but like, so I just picture you, girl, getting out of your little polo and khakis and your little Mini Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
I
jamming.
got the clipboard and the fucking computer in my hand. I walk in. Most nursing home. Well, COVID is like pretty much over.
Very
so.
hipster of you.
That is right.
When you had your long beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walk in. I hold my clipboard. I watch a nurse like do her job and stand over her like this, and make her sweat. And I say, "You did good," and give her the paper. Or, "You did bad," and give her the paper.
So you're like an administrator now.
I prepare nursing homes for state inspection. Once a year,
Really?
all nursing homes get
That is
inspected.
awesome.
Yeah.
Do you like? But that is a great thing, right? Because you always hear about elderly abuse and stuff like that. So it's awesome that you do that.
So I don't like go in and make sure they don't get slapped around.
But I'm saying though,
I
you make
go
sure
in and
like the conditions are good.
their medications are right, that they're not expired, that they're not interacting with each other, that they're not that the nurses are.
So are
giving
you doing them for the state?
No, I get them ready for state.
Ah.
I come in and I like pretend to be state and like watch them do their
So
shit.
you'll have like this.
Those
So
are
they-
some tough inspections.
So then when
Yeah,
state
right.
comes in, they're like used to it.
Oh, okay.
So they're
they
like-
don't freeze.
They don't freeze up.
Yeah, got.
I didn't realize, man, you're very smart.
Yes.
You just don't show it all the time, man. You're like, I'm telling you.
At all.
No, be for real.
But we
right?
know you are.
I know you're smart, but
This
like,
dude calls me a nerd like all the time.
but you just don't show it all the time, right?
What am I showing you? What am I supposed to show?
I don't know, but it's like when we, but I only see you in
Your
social
true
settings.
colors?
Yeah.
see your true colors.
So I'm Cindy Lauper. I'm Cindy Lauper to you motherfuckers.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You might have those shingles or whatever she has. I don't know.
What did she have?
You saw the commercial, man. You push
Oh,
the
yeah,
dope.
that's right.
Oh, I pushed the dope.
You push the dope.
The
Yeah.
biggest fucking problem with healthcare in America is direct-to-consumer advertising.
Oh, you were pointing at Shakur.
The,
I know.
The worst
It's
problem
goddamn
is
Shaku. Goddamn it, Shaku. Why you running up the healthcare bill? No. fucking- the worst problem with healthcare in this country
Because, right,
is direct-to-consumer
Because
advertising.
people self-diagnose and they
Yes,
run.
you got dumb motherfuckers going, the TV set told me I need this, give it to me. And the doctor's like, motherfucker, you don't need this. They're like, I need it. So like,
Well, that's
fucking fine, get the fuck
Speaking
out of
of
my
that,
office.
Speaking of that,
Tell me.
Ozempic,
Everybody wants to lose weight.
but nobody wants to.
Ain't nobody wanting to do the goddamn
exercises,
eat fucking broccoli.
but they want to lose weight. That Ozempic.
Oh no, I eat broccoli all the time. Fried.
Fried broccoli.
Fried broccoli. Throw some cheese on there.
Molletas fucking on the side.
Molletas. Mollejas.
Molleja, that's
Oh,
what I
I thought you
said.
said
No, it's not what you
molletas.
said, buddy. But okay.
Rewind the goddamn podcast.
But anyway, so right, the Ozempic.
Mm-hmm.
It's
These-
supposed to be a diabetic medication.
And these
Everybody-
stars and regular people are taking it to lose weight.
Yeah.
What is it?
You couldn't get it for a while.
Does it curb? Yeah, remember Alex was telling us?
Because fucking all the diabetics are like, I need it for my diabetes. And then like all the goddamn skinny fucking trophy wives are like, I need it to maintain my fucking, my
So you've never met Alex. Alex is our residential.
almost dead. he's
If
he's
you
rolled
ever-
out of the ER to show up to poker games.
If you ever need blood, get it from Alex.
Okay.
That dude's superhuman.
Oh shit.
We went to play poker one time. And, hey, how was your day, Alex? Oh, man, I got at the ER about 9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't know if I was going to make it in time, but they discharged me, so I'm like, here. Yeah, he left the ICU to come play poker.
But that's what he told us. I didn't know if I was going to get discharged in time enough to make it on
He
time.
needs to come. He needs to be on this podcast. He
All
needs to
right.
tell the midget story.
Oh, my God. This dude, man, when you... So, how I found out he had cancer, we went to a poker night, and his hair looked like mine. And I said, dude, what are you doing? You trying to copy me or what? Right? You can tell I get a little bit off the top.
Yeah, yeah.
So I said, are you trying to copy me or what? And he says, nah, man, I just beat cancer.
Yeah.
And you're here?
Yeah.
Well, what was that supposed to be?
He had chemotherapy the day before.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah.
This
By the
dude-
way, his hair grew back lush. He looks
Yes,
like fucking Elvis fucking
man.
Presley now.
His hair.
It was better than before. His hair, like before, was just kind of like ours, like fucking.
You know, like
kinda
you know, you like it when they burn the forest so that it'll grow back lush.
Yeah.
That's how his hair
That's how his
did.
hair grew back.
No lie, man. I'm
No
like,
shit.
shit, man, your hair looks better now than before you had the
Yeah,
cancer.
Exactly.
Wow.
But anyway, so he's
So anyway, you should come to poker.
yeah. So you should
Not
man.
for $20 donation and just fucking meet all
20
these
bucks,
fucking people.
Meet all the characters, right?
All right.
So my little nephew goes now. Steven, he's the youngest one. Steven's birthday is actually July 18th. Happy birthday, Steven. He's gonna be 21.
Happy birthday, Steven. That's
Steven
the day
is-
before my
Oh,
wife.
he's finally turning 21?
He's finally turning 21.
I don't have to illegally give him alcohol?
No,
now?
and don't say that out loud. So he is going to have a casino themed party at his house. So yeah,
Oh,
man, you
nice.
guys are invited. But Steven is the youngest one. So, and it was a funny story. He already knew who they were because he would see them at church. And I said, hey, he told me, he says, I want to play poker. I said, all right, I play poker once a month. Come on, we roll with me. Walk in, he looks in that, he's like, hey, I know them from somewhere. Talk to them. All right. So they start talking, and actually they go to the Bible
Same
church.
Community Bible Church.
Community Bible Church. But it was so funny, right? Because the first
I know
night,
I don't act like a Christian on this podcast, but I am.
he just asked for forgiveness, right? For the stuff he
Yeah.
does all week.
That's
And so Steven says, I am a little bit afraid of Mary Lou.
I'm with you,
as is
Steven.
everybody.
I
I'm
said,
with you.
She is the sweetest woman in the world. What are you scared of with Mary Lou? Nah, I really think she called me a bitch. I don't know for sure, but I think she called me a bitch. I was like,
He's probably right.
well, are you a bitch, Steven? Well, I ain't no bitch, but Mary Lou did call me a bitch. I was like, okay, well,
You
just
walked
take
around the first poker game saying, I ain't no bitch. By the way, I ain't no bitch. It's like, how do you insert that into every conversation? I ain't no bitch.
Yeah, I had McDonald's for breakfast this morning, but I ain't no bitch.
That's right. Like he just, yeah. So Steven is our youngest, and then we told you about Bob. When you talk to Bob, Bob is one of those guys, right?
He's smart too. He's a nerd too.
Bob is a very smart guy, former military, and then Harvey.
Shout out to the military.
Yes, sir. Harvey is a. That's why I have the camouflage cup. Harvey
You can't
is,
see it.
Oh. Harvey is a.
No, it's camouflage. You can't see it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the joke.
I maybe need a couple more Palomas to get that one. But so you have Bob, right? Bob is former military, and Harvey is Bob's dad. And then you have Sean. Sean is new to the group. He's been there about a year and a half.
Volleyball team.
Volleyball, right? He plays with Ben's daughter. And I think Renata and the little girl, they're really good friends. And then you have Jeff. Jeff's been there since my first poker night was at Jeff's. And that's when we figured out that Ben can't hold his liquor.
No. Why? Because I spilt it?
Ben?
Because I knocked it off the fucking...
He ruined the table, man.
I didn't ruin the table. I just knocked
Way to
it
go,
over.
Ben.
And so we
Everybody's
have
talking about having a
Jeff,
sippy
Alex, Mary Lou, myself. Who?
You were talking about having a sippy cup after I fucking...
Yeah, you
knocked
did
the
need a
liquor
sippy
over,
cup, though.
yeah.
You did. That was a good one. I forgot about that one. Thank you for reminding me. Sometimes I have good ones, though.
Shaku is never going to be on this podcast again.
I am, right? So,
You're not invited.
so man, if you come, right, we just want pay you $20. So, this is what I'll tell you. If you don't know how to play, we will help you, right? We're just not there to take your money. We'll tell you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it.
All right.
Until it comes down to the top three, because that's when we play for money. Because the third
We'll
person.
print you out a little card, but ain't nobody going to help you with your hands.
Until, let's just say Ben gets put out first, then he may help you if he feels like it.
I can see it. I don't get put out first.
I know, I was waiting for you to get that. It's always Harvey for some reason. No, it's always Alex, right? Because Alex just bets everything.
About Alex.
Alex is more of a
Fold.
storyteller, so Alex, he tells his story as he plays, and Alex, it's your turn. He just throws his money in.
Yeah.
But you should come though, man. We have
I think I might take you up on it,
an
man.
eclectic group of friends that we
I might
hang
take
out
you
with.
up on it.
And
I'll
we
let
just
you know
talk
next
crap,
time.
man. We talk
August.
crap and play poker.
Perfect. Kind of like the podcast. Which, by the way, reminds me, you were talking about the beach a while ago. We were in Port Aransas a couple of days ago.
You call that the beach?
Well, yeah,
Girl,
beach,
everybody's talking shit.
beach-esque.
There's sand.
There's sand. I didn't fall and get my,
Was it the same sand that Ben fell?
no, this was Port Aransas, which is just north of North Padre, very far north from South Padre, which is where Ben fell and hit the asphalt. But anyway, I did talk to a buddy of mine. He's got a parasail business. I told him I would throw it out here. If you guys ever are in Port Aransas, Port A Parasail, mention Zestyortesty and you get a discount.
Did he really say that?
Absolutely.
God damn, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, my people in boats don't really.
yeah,
Yes,
well,
ma'am. Shaku, you can't
I was on the swim team. Yes, I can swim. I was a lifeguard. I can swim.
So if you
I had
find
to
yourself,
learn because, you know, if the...
so if you're listening and you find yourself in Port Aransas, Port 8 Parasail, ask for Daryl and tell him you heard it on Zestyortesty and you get a discount on your parasail.
What's the discount?
Fuck if I know, dude.
Oh.
It's a discount. It's a good discount.
So, yeah.
So, anyway, just wanted to throw Port 8 Parasail.
Port 8 Parasail.
Shaku, thank you for being our first ever guest on the Zestyortesty podcast.
I get a sticker?
You get a sticker. When we have t-shirts, I'll give you a t-shirt. What are you, size medium?
Medium. Oh, European
Medium.
What the fuck?
large.
We don't have fucking European goddamn fucking sizing. What are
He's like, I'm a 37.
American extra small? What the fuck are you?
Medium. But I always tell my nephews and they get a kick out of it. Man, what size shirt you at? European large.
That would be an American
Extra small. Yeah.
It's a medium. European large.
When we have t-shirts, you'll get a
Dude,
medium
don't take it
t-shirt.
apart unless you're going to put it on your
I'm
cup.
gonna put it on my cup, man. I was hoping Ben would do it.
All right.
But he's acting funny right
Folks, thank you
No.
for joining us today. Shaku, thank you for joining
now.
us.
Thank you for having me. It was
Man.
an honor to be first guest on
Part
your
of
show.
history, man.
Yeah, I know,
Part of
right?
history.
And I really appreciate it, man. And I do plan on returning because poking fun at Ben on...
Poking Ben? Hey, what you do at poker, it's up to you.
If you call 912, do not mention my name, goddammit. I did not give you the name of 912. I did not give
The
you
name or the number?
I did not give you the number 912.
And with that, folks, we'll see you next week.
Have a good one.
Bye.